Right, I've had SightRight for about 3 weeks. It's been really good. Now, I've had a problem for a while with my old sighting, is that I naturally would be aiming across the shot from this direction. So if that is centre right there, then I would be right leg in, looking across it this way. Down the shot, I end up with my cue across the line. Typical what we see discussed in SightRight. I've since found centre, my alignment, my sighting, vision centre and alignment is all straight. What's happened, however, is I used to practice a lot of blacks off the spot and still do. Now my brain's still remembering the old angle, and what's happening is I'm hitting them all thick. The reason is I used to aim up potting angle, but because I was putting unintentional right hand side on and shooting across the white would get thrown, thinning out the angle, and the black will go in. Now when you're doing 8, 10 in a row, even if you're playing the side, if you're doing the same thing, you'll get consistent results and your brain will learn the angle. So I've got my SightRight. First, what I want to do is I set up a ghost ball here behind the black because I'm still hitting these shots thick, simply because I'm expecting right hand side to squirt cue ball across into the potting angle. So I'm going to set the SightRight to the centre of that red. So I first need to check that my sighting, my aim is dead on. Right. I'll just look at that red naturally, wee bit off. That's centre. Walk into the shot. The SightRight's perfectly symmetrical. My cue's over the top. It's not actually quite right in the middle of the red. It's hard. The only thing with the SightRight is it's very hard to get it lined up along a straight line because it's the size of it. Right. Vision centre found. So all I'm doing is just showing my brain, just confirming that I know what centre of the vision looks like. Okay. So I'll set the SightRight here because I find it useful just practicing things like this. It's just, I do need a reminder sometimes of what vision centre is. It's easy, you can still just drift off. So a wee reminder, I'll get down, walk into the shot, centre. So, let's see if I can do 10 in a row. Just a basic stun. I'll know if I'm still putting the right hand side on because it's going to come off this cushion pretty straight, even if the black does go in. Okay, that was perfect. Thick. I've just got to be really conscious now of my aiming. It's going to look thinner. Only just, pretty straight. The other thing I have to watch out for is when I'm down the shot, is putting my focus on the object ball and not the line of the shot. So if I'm looking at the object ball, then my aim will want to drift off as well, even down the shot. Now that came outwards. I think though that is because I played a little bit of just above centre, so there was no stun, it just carried on. Well, I don't mind that. I will try our stun these ones. Thick. Overcorrected. Okay. Still overcorrected. Thick. Tournament, you don't want to be having any doubt about this shot. I'm not playing for any particular red or position, I'm just potting the black. So the next thing, and it's best practice really, would be to always play for a particular red with this type of routine, but for now I'm just retraining my brain at the potting angle. Down there. Centre ball, just coming straight upwards. Okay. Bit thin there. Now I'm a wee bit, I am playing a slightly thinner black now. I've moved the white just a wee bit. Let's see. I don't need much backswing for this sort of shot either. Just focusing on pushing the cue ball through, pushing the cue ball around the table, only using index and middle finger along with my thumb. Ooh, right, that's squeaked in. it's a good shot to be very comfortable with. So a light stun off the top cushion out. From this angle, it's been a weak shot of mine. From the other side, this side of the table, pretty confident with these blacks. I look at them and think, yep, I know that's going in. That's because I've always been able to squeeze them in with an intentional right hand side, but because it was helping the side, the potting angle is about the same. So my brain I haven't had to retrain that too much. Okay, so I've had two of those a bit thick. The nice thing with a pro style table is you can get heaps of balls in the pocket holder. So on my old club tables I used to spend a lot of time practicing on. I was constantly emptying them. You can only get about 9 balls in. Okay, thick. So I've missed 3 of those thick. Just remind myself what the center, the visual center looks like. Okay. So when I'm looking at SightRight, just to confirm, to remind myself what my center of vision is, it's so I can apply that to seeing the center of the white. If I know what the center of my vision looks like on the SightRight, and I can be pretty confident that when I see the line of a shot that I'm going to be looking at it with my vision center. Right. And I saw that when I was lining up actually. I was heading to the right of center there. Caught those thick twice. And overcompensated. Just look at the line. That's what it looks like. Very thin. It's not bad. Middle of the pocket, center ball, stun this now just a wee bit. That's pretty good. So I've still got to be careful because I'm noticing I do it, is I'm looking at the full object ball rather than the line of the shot. My vision just naturally wants to just drift over and look at the object ball rather than the point in the line that I'm aiming down. Bit of top spin, just to come up the other side. Just as I was thinking all these are starting to feel a bit more comfortable, right. I basically need to do these to the point that in lineups and practice that you just take it for granted that you're on the right line that you're going to pop the ball. So you don't want to be in a tournament and think, oh gee, you forget what the line is, and then you hit it thick because that's the old, what your brain had remembered. Okay, squeaked in off the near jaw. Screw it. So if I screw it with pace, I want to catch it thin, which means I might actually be putting a bit of right just on a screw shot. I'll come back to that one. It's just the middle again. Right, so that's how I've been learning SightRight theory for about 3 weeks. Been applying it, it's been really good. It's been solving the issues that I've had, which is not knowing what my sighting is and what the cue is doing. Now I know and I can test it. So what you've seen there is the practice that no one really wants to do, but we all need to do, of just training your brain on the potting angle. So I'll say another week of me just doing 20-30 minutes of half full blacks off the spot, and I should be pretty confident that I can pop that ball from this side and get the various positions that I need, 90% of the time, which, I mean, amateur player, realistically, 90% of the time for half full black off the spot is pretty good. Yeah.